Just number 294, we just had a debrief of a personal interview for you by the Ankur Group Association, and it is a basic SSB capsule, so it was just a familiarization interview, not a test. But you were asked certain variety of questions based on your introduction, your biodata related questions, your awareness questions, your journey questions, your certain hobbies and interests, your certain credential verification questions as what you have done in life, your own city, your own place, your own introduction, then certain things about NCC that you are from background of, certain questions which we asked you about the social values, emotional values, routine of yourself, family relations, how you manage your time in the family, your strengths and weaknesses, and your relation with your friends, and your views about your friends and their views about you. You were also asked certain question on the current developments of Chief of Defence Staff and the rules and regulations, etc., etc. And you try to handle all of them in a very composed manner. And since it is not a test, tell me, how was your interview overall, and what do you give your marks out of 10 in case you have to assess yourself? Because I'm not assessing it today in the basic SSB capsule.
So I think the main thing I want to improve is the communication. I have to I sometimes I couldn't speak what I want to speak because of lack of communication, a problem. So I want to know more about basic things also, that the relevance. I think that I am very weak in GK. Also the current topics. Also, I'm trying to handle the situation in a positive manner, but I think some artificiality is therein. I don't know, but I think that, and out of 10, I will give 5, sir.
Okay, 5 out of 10 in the basic SSB understanding of personal interview, right? It's your assessment, and I am not assessing you today. It's just a familiarization and foundation capsule. I have given you exposure to all the type of questions which may be asked. Remember, if you saw the interview, overall you realize that all questions are related to your life, your happenings, nothing academic, all awareness based, all behavioral based, all quality based, with some purpose to bring out officer-like qualities of yours so that the interviewing officer can see your suitability to be an officer in the armed forces, right? So variety of questions, although touching upon aims of NCC, we must know CDS role, we must know, we should be able to understand them well, okay? But few qualities that first of all I'd like to tell you about you is that you are, as you said, you are a lively person and a witty and a humorous by personality, which is inside, but in the interview you are slightly nervous, which is very, very common in the initial time. With more practice, you will be able to overcome it. Second thing is about you, that you are able to understand the question well, so you are able to listen to the interviewing officer and able to grasp the situation, or you are situationally aware that what direction the question is being asked, okay? And third good point about you is that you are not perturbed by the first answer what you gave, and you are flowing through the interview from one question to another without getting affected by the previous question. So you are able to be dynamically controlling yourself and moving forward in that interview, okay? These are the 3 things which I noticed, okay? Some points that you will have to work upon is, as you yourself said, the general knowledge, current affairs, understanding a situation or question, and speaking is two part of the dynamics of personality. The third part, which is very important, is in between this, that is coordination with the brain. So understanding coordination with the brain, finding a reasoning answer in a time bound manner, and then speaking from lips in a manner which is suitable for the environment. If you remember my teachings in the previous classes and soft skill classes, this is what I taught you. So coordination with the brain will happen in case you have sufficient awareness or memory cells in your brain, that is good perception or imagination. Else you will speak very fast without much coordination. So then the meat or good quality answers may not come out. Okay. Number one. Number two is you need to improve upon the communication skills, as you yourself said. So English grammar needs to be improved. Okay, that needs to be improved, and it is academic requirement, so that will have to be done by you by hard work. The third thing is about extra information which is coming out during your answers. Lot many extra informations came out during your answers which could have been cut down. A person who is having little lack in communication skill must speak less, to the point, short and very, very simple, so that he or she is not exposed unnecessarily in the interview. So please remember that part. Two more parts is you are a bit emotional in your answers, little more honest. You should be honest, but you are extra honest, which is not required. You have to be formal. So at some answers which you have given is very emotional. Okay, very, very from heart. It should be from mind, because it is a structured, formal place, and needs to be kept in mind while answering. Rest all is part of the system, and we will move on as we take on further on the interviews.